the bloody fruit business empire you've never heard of. Did you ever think the unassuming bananas at your breakfast table could be tied to a cloak and dagger world of intrigue, manipulation, and domination? Did you know that a secret banana empire has been operating for over a century, and its history is riddled with violence, intimidation, and corruption? It may sound pretty odd, but yeah, it's true. In this video, we'll take a terrifying trip into the dark side, where the banana trade isn't just about bananas, but a global game of power, control, and secrets that will make your skin crawl. We'll break it down into 9 chapters, each of which promise to be more intriguing than the last. So make sure you stick around till the end without skipping to know every bit of detail revolving around this business empire. The seeds of a fruit empire. Bananas, indigenous to Southeast Asia, had been cultivated for centuries, but they were not readily available in the Western world until the late 19th century. Before this time, bananas were a luxury fruit, only available to the wealthy. The banana transformation began when steamships and railways enabled efficient transport from tropical regions to North America and Europe. Steamships were faster and more reliable than sailing ships, and they could carry larger cargoes. It made it possible to transport bananas from Central America to the United States and Europe in a matter of days. Companies began exploring the banana market in the late 1800s when the sector was just getting started, but Samuel Zemurray, also known as Banana Man, truly changed the face of the banana business forever. The Banana Man. Zemurray was born in Russia in 1877 and immigrated to the United States in 1892. He started his own banana company, Guatemala Food Company. We talk about it later in this video. First, let's get to know how he started the business and how it blew up like crazy. In 1893, in Selma, Alabama, Sam Zemurray encountered bananas for the first time. Back then, bananas were exotic and new in the United States, and their popularity increased. Intrigued by this tropical fruit, Sam ventured into the banana business. In 1895, he headed to the bustling port of Mobile, Alabama, where the banana trade was in full swing. As it turned out, bananas had a unique challenge. They ripened quickly. One had to get the fruit to market fast to succeed in the banana trade. Sam had a clever approach. He specialized in buying inexpensive bananas at risk of over-ripening, and swiftly transported and sold them in nearby areas via the railroad. Starting with just $150, he saved an impressive $100,000 by the time he was 21. His success earned him the nickname Sam the Banana Man. In 1903, Sam signed a contract with the dominant player in the banana trade, United Fruit. Together with his partner, Ashbel Hubbard, they formed the Hubbard-Zemurray Company, responsible for purchasing and distributing United Fruit's ripest bananas. United Fruit even became a part owner of Hubbard-Zemurray. In 1905, Sam relocated to New Orleans, and his company acquired the Thatcher Brothers Steamship Company, adopting the name Guatemala Fruit Company. At this point, the Guatemala Fruit Company imported bananas from Central America farmers, but didn't grow bananas themselves. In 1910, Sam boldly bought 5,000 acres of land near the Honduras-Guatemala River, close to Amoa. He continued to borrow money to expand, acquiring more lowland forest land, ideal for banana cultivation. Sam developed these lands and plantations, railroads, and bridges, often working alongside Jamaican laborers in the fields. Eventually, he bought out Hubbard's share of the business. Sam Zemurray, dominating the world. Sam was struggling continually to build a thriving banana empire through cunning deals and a knack for efficiency. However, in 1910, a challenge arose that would test his business acumen like never before. The government of Honduras was in the process of reconstructing its debt to the United Kingdom. The United States Secretary of State, Philander C. Knox, stepped in to facilitate this critical negotiation. As part of the deal, J.P. Morgan and company agents were set to collect taxes on behalf of the Honduran government to repay the debt. It posed a grave threat to Zemurray's flourishing banana business. Fearing that these new taxes would devastate his empire, Zemurray tried to sway Knox in his favor. However, Knox remained unyielding, instructing Zemurray not to interfere in the Honduran affairs. But Zemurray, undeterred, hatched a daring plan. He aimed to overthrow the Honduran president, Miguel Davila, to disrupt the tax arrangement. To execute his audacious scheme, Zemurray enlisted the services of mercenary Lee Christmas, who assembled a group of around 100 mercenaries in New Orleans. Among them was the renowned Jewish soldier Sam Debrin. Together, they embarked on a voyage to Honduras aboard a former United States Navy vessel. Landing on Honduran soil, they rallied support from the local population and engaged in a successful coup. As a result, the exiled former Honduran president, Manuel Bonilla, who had been residing in New Orleans, was installed as the new leader on February 1st, 1912. In appreciation for his pivotal role, Bonilla rewarded Zemurray with a highly advantageous tax and land concessions for the Guatemala Fruit Company, securing the future of Zemurray's banana kingdom. He had silently started dominating the government and the world. In January 1914, Sam Zemurray moved significantly, relocating Guatemala Fruit's headquarters from its original location to New Orleans. This decision cost Alabama's Port City, resulting in an estimated annual loss of around $200,000. Less than one-third of the company's banana imports continued to flow through Mobile, marking a significant shift. During the same year, Zemurray took a pivotal step by buying out his partner, Ashbel Hubbard, and assuming complete control of Guatemala. This move solidified his position as a dominant player in the banana industry. Banana War. In the fertile regions of Honduras and Guatemala, United Fruit and Guatemala Fruit found themselves locked in intense competition for land. This rivalry escalated tensions, leading to acts of sabotage and hostility between the two companies. A clash arose when United Fruit and Sam sought to purchase a specific piece of land. Sam, displaying his shrewdness, outsmarted United Fruit by acquiring the land from both claimants. Later, when his request to construct a bridge was denied, he cleverly exploited a loophole to transport his bananas. This move prompted United Fruit to relocate by purchasing unsuitable land, which backfired. Tensions between United Fruit and Guatemala Fruit also flared over control of vital water resources for their banana plantations in Central America. Matters escalated to a point where the U.S. government had to step in. They proposed a merger between the two companies to bring peace, despite initially investigating United Fruit for monopolistic practices, dominating the labor workforce. Sam Zemurray's treatment of laborers on his banana plantation was not without controversy. During his time, labor practices in the banana industry, including how workers were treated, often faced criticism. Laborers, many of whom were local residents or immigrant workers, faced long hours of physically demanding work in the hot and humid conditions of Honduras plantations. The result often involved harvesting, packing, and loading bananas onto ships, which could be grueling. Workers frequently earned low wages, and their living conditions on the plantations were often basic and cramped. Access to healthcare and other benefits was limited, and workers typically had little job security. Additionally, labor disputes and strikes were common in the banana industry during that era. Banana Massacre. And then the Banana Massacre, also known as the Santa Marta Massacre, occurred on December 6, 1928, in Cienega, Colombia. It was a massacre of Colombian banana workers by the Colombian Army and the United Fruit Company, an American multinational corporation. The massacre resulted from a strike by banana workers demanding better pay and working conditions. The strike began in November 1928, when workers at the United Fruit Company's banana plantation in Cienega went on strike. The workers demanded a wage increase, a shorter workday, and better working conditions. The United Fruit Company refused to meet the workers' demands, and the strike continued. On December 6, 1928, the Colombian Army opened fire on a group of striking workers gathered at the railway station in Cienega. The Army killed between 500 and 1,000 workers, and many more were wounded. The exact number of casualties is unknown, and the United Fruit Company attempted to cover up the massacre. The Banana Massacre was a watershed moment in Colombian history. It exposed the brutal methods the United Fruit Company used to control the banana industry. The massacre also led to a growing awareness of the plight of the Colombian workers and the need for social reform. It happened for several reasons. First, the United Fruit Company was mighty and had a lot of influence over the Colombian government. The company was determined to crush the strike and was willing to use violence. Also, the Colombian government was corrupt and authoritarian. The government was more interested in protecting the United Fruit Company's interests than Colombian workers' rights. Moreover, the Colombian army was poorly trained and disciplined. When the military opened fire on the striking workers, it did so without warning or provocation. Banana Man became the wealthiest man. As the years went by, the Banana Man's influence grew. By 1929, he presided over 14% of the American banana trade. Meanwhile, his company's stock price experienced a substantial increase, rising from $63 to $107 within that year. In stark contrast, United Fruit, a once dominant force in the industry, was steadily declining, shedding value as its stock price dropped from $158 to $108. In November 1929, just weeks after the infamous stock market crash, United Fruit made a significant move by acquiring Guatemala, offering a substantial payment of 300,000 shares of stock. This merger made Zemurray one of the wealthiest individuals in America and ensured job security for the dedicated workers at Guatemala, the company he held close to his heart. When Sam struck a deal with United Fruit, he agreed to leave the banana business for good. He promised not to start a new fruit company that would compete with United Fruit. During this break, which lasted 2 years, Sam decided to spruce up his fancy mansion in New Orleans, adding a touch of Beaux-Arts elegance. Now, here's where things get interesting. United Fruit hit some financial bumps due to poor management and the Great Depression. Their stock dropped by a whopping 90% after buying Guatemala. It made Sam see an opportunity. He returned to the banana industry by purchasing a big chunk of United Fruit's shares. Then he used his voting power to kick out the old board of directors and turn the company around. Sam's savvy moves got United Fruit back on its feet and profitable once again. Quite the comeback story, wouldn't you say? Guatemala Coup. In 1953, something big happened in Guatemala, and it caught the attention of the U.S. State Department and United Fruit. They wanted to convince everyone that Colonel Jacob Arbenz was planning to turn Guatemala into a Soviet satellite country. Sam Zemurray, who was still involved with United Fruit, gave the green light to Edward Bernays to run a propaganda campaign against Arbenez's government. You see, Arbenez wanted to take some unused land owned by United Fruit and give it to local farmers. In 1954, their campaign worked, and the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency helped arrange a coup that replaced Arbenez with a military junta, led by Colonel Carlos Castillo Armas. Sam retired from his role as president of United Fruit in late 1951. He and his family were known for their generosity, donating to places like Tulane University, where they even shared a collection of Mayan artifacts found in banana fields. Sam also supported philanthropic efforts like Zamorano Pan American Agricultural School and had a connection with the Zionist movement through his acquaintance with Chaim Weizmann, starting back in the 1920s. He supported Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal policies, had a hand in drafting the Agricultural Adjustment Administration industry codes, and contributed to left-wing causes like The Nation magazine. It was a varied and impactful retirement. The Banana Man died, but not the bloody fruit empire. Banana Man, who arrived in the United States with little and developed a banana empire, passed away on November 30th, 1961 at the age of 84 in the most excellent home in New Orleans. In 1970, corporate raider Ellie M. Black merged United Fruit with his company AMK, forming the United Brands Company. However, mismanagement and financial troubles, worsened by the 1974 Hurricane Fifi, led to crippling debt. Tragically, Black committed suicide in 1975. That year, a scandal known as Bananagate revealed United Brands' bribery scheme to Honduran President Oswaldo López Arellano, causing trading in the company's stock to halt and Lopez's ousting in a coup. American Financial Group, led by billionaire Carl Lindner Jr., took over after Black's death. In 1984, Lindner renamed Chiquita Brands International, relocating its headquarters to Cincinnati. In 2019, the company moved its main offices to Switzerland. Sam, the banana guy, reveals the dark underbelly of the fruit business as he rises from a simple seller to a powerful tycoon willing to overturn nations for the sake of a profit. So, what do you think of him? Was he true in his actions, or can they be justified in any way? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.